With so much inventory in the market right now, I thought I would make a video for buyers about what houses you definitely should not buy. I'm Caitlin Bronsky with the Elite Home Team and your host of the Scottsdale Relocation Guide. Now let's be real, house hunting can be exhausting. I've seen buyers get totally overwhelmed, and after a while it starts to feel like you're stuck on a hamster wheel. But let me be clear, you should never settle, and you have a lot of options right now. There are some homes though that you just shouldn't buy and sell right now as well. And no, this isn't just for first-time home buyers. So let's walk through them right now. And let me know if you've run into any of these when you've been out shopping or have bought homes before. Let's start with number one, homes that back to major roads or even medium traffic ones. And why? Well, because noise, resale value, and days on market. I can't tell you how many times I've heard a buyer say, oh, the noise doesn't bother me. But then fast forward, when you try to sell that home down the road, that same road noise becomes a massive objection for many other buyers. I personally don't show buyers homes that back to major roads, or at least let them know that before we even get into the car. Now, it all kind of boils down to the number one rule in real estate, which is location, location, location. And I'll say this, homes that back to major roads, they don't sell for the same price as others in the neighborhood. You'll need to discount it to get attention, and so no matter how much you love the floor plan or the finishes, you have to think resale, and they usually sell for at least 10% less. Now, homes that are flips done wrong. Now, I've flipped homes, we know this, and I flip homes currently myself, so I'm all for investing and improving. But not all flips are created equal. You've probably seen them. Cheap cabinets with 15 spacers, sloppy tile, mismatched trim, baseboards replaced, but the old door casings are still there. These are called lipstick on a pig flips. Now, here's the issue. Most flippers, they really focus only on the cosmetic stuff, and they ignore the big ticket items sometimes, like the roof or the HVAC, the plumbing, the electrical. And unless permits were pulled, which usually they're not, no one is checking their work, and many unlicensed contractors skip inspections. So yes, while some flips are amazing and I am able to know the difference, but if I walk into a house, I'm able to tell what a good flip is versus a bad flip, and I will tell you not to buy it. Number three are homes that have structural issues. Now, this is where it really gets serious. Foundation cracks and cut trusses. Hairline cracks are pretty normal, but long offset cracks in tiles or walls, that's a red flag. I had a client pull up carpet one time and find a huge foundation crack, and we had to do concrete stitching to fix it, but it was very expensive and it was very unexpected. So same with roof trusses. Sometimes HVAC contractors will cut them to install new systems, but they may not reinforce them properly. And if a structural engineer looks at it and they say this isn't good, I'm telling my buyer to walk away, period. Number four is multiple big ticket repairs. Now, not just maybe one or two, these are ones that have multiple repairs that need, a new roof, a new AC, a sewer line, mold remediation, whole house repiping. These can turn into 6 figures in repairs. And it's possible to do it, and you might be able to get a really great deal on something like that, but we need to factor that into your offer in the first place, or we need to ask for the seller to give a credit or potentially replace the roof or do some of these repairs, especially in a market like this where buyers have the upper hand. So how much does it cost? Now, realistically, you can get a new roof done for $15 to $50K. It really depends on the size, the paper that is used, whether you have tile or you have shingle. A new AC could run maybe $8,000 to $15,000 a unit. Larger homes often have at least 2 or 3. With sewer issues, they're more common than you actually think out here, even without trees. I've seen bellies, cracks, and total line replacements, which get very expensive. And mold. Now, yeah, we have it here in Arizona. I've seen black mold under sinks, showers, and even in attics. So that absolutely needs professional remediation. And unless we know where the source is, sometimes mold is really hard to clear. Also, polybutylene pipes. So if you see those and they come up or on a seller pre-disclosure statement or in an inspection, you're gonna need to expect a full repipe and drywall repair. And many insurance companies actually won't even cover homes that have polybutylene pipes. So you have one or two of these issues, it's maybe fixable. But if the seller won't repair them or won't give us a credit, then it may be time to walk away. Number 5 are homes with solar leases. Now, solar is good, but this one really stirs things up. If the solar panels are paid off, the roof was replaced before they were installed, and your electrical bill is basically non-existent, then great. Solar is absolutely fabulous. But most of the time, unfortunately, that's not the case. You've got a solar lease with monthly payments and you're still paying an electric bill. Plus, if the roof wasn't redone before solar was installed, then you might have to be replacing the roof later, which becomes a nightmare. You'll have to pay the solar company to remove the panels, then pay again to reinstall them after the roof's done, and that can double or triple the cost of a roof. So for resale as well, a lot of buyers don't want to assume your solar lease. So if you're not getting a financial benefit from it and the roof isn't new, don't buy the house. Well, that's it. And that is my job, to protect you. I want you to love your home and I want you to make a smart investment. And that means knowing what to look out for and walking away when it's necessary. You deserve more than a pretty house with hidden problems. If you've seen any of these issues while house hunting, drop a comment below and let's make sure that your next home, this doesn't happen again. I'm Caitlin Bronsky with the Elite Home Team at the and your host of the Scottsdale Relocation Guide. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click the bell button below and continue to follow us for more videos.